Hello for the Sunday after Christmas, using the Gospel, Matthew 2:13 to 23. It's called Holy Family Sunday. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph flee to Egypt. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, immigrants in Egypt, are refugees in Egypt. Which are they? Or maybe they're both. I looked up these definitions in my college dictionary, and to immigrate means to enter and settle in a land to which one is not a native. And so an immigrant is a person who leaves one's country to which one is not a native. Certainly was they. A refugee is one who flees in search of refuge, like in warfare, to get out of the war zone and seek refuge. Well, Mary and Joseph and Jesus were not necessarily in a war zone, but they were getting away from Herod. And so that's the setting of the gospel. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Joseph is warned in a dream, "Rise, take the child and his mother and flee to Egypt and stay there until I tell you," because Herod's trying to kill this child. Well, one thing for certain is to be a refugee or an immigrant is no easy task. Jesus and Mary having a child in the stable in Bethlehem, no easy task. Perhaps this is even harder, fleeing to Egypt. And I could not help but think in today's world, the millions of refugees and millions of immigrants that we experience and we know of just by listening to the news. No easy task. Whether it is the refugees in Turkey leaving Syria by the hundreds of thousands, what that does to the country, to the people, is probably unbeknownst to us. And then even in our country, we know something about the millions of immigrants, the Hispanic immigrants and others, who come to this country either legally or illegally. No easy task, no easy life for these immigrants. What do you think the grown-up Jesus would say about these people? Or what his attitude would be towards these people? I'm sure it would be one of compassion, like the Samaritans or the woman at the well. Well, I think we're asked that same thing. Just for example, like in the United States, what is our attitude toward these immigrants? And how do we, or should we, treat them? I think according to the polls and the opinions of the mass of people, we want these people to be treated with humanity and put in place some legal system or something to help them. I think that's the mass opinion. Maybe like Jesus. What do you think Jesus, this grown-up Messiah, would think about our politicians or our Congress or our government, or how we are treating, or the lack thereof, of dealing with this situation. I think he would want us to deal with it, and deal with it with compassion and love. Just how, I don't know either. You know, I always say, what would Jesus think or do? Because for me, he's my leader, my ultimate leader. And not like my president, who was a leader too, or as I said in Sunday's homily, like Abraham Lincoln, who was a great leader ending the Civil War and freeing the slaves. But he is the ultimate leader. You know, in that gospel today, Matthew 2, Matthew is unique, and he portrays Jesus as the new leader or the new Moses. You know, Moses survives an attempt on his life where he is hidden in the bulrushes in the water in the basket, and Pharaoh's wife finds him and saves him. Jesus survives this attempt on his life by Herod through the flight to Egypt. And Moses leads the people out of Egypt to the Holy Land. Moses leads the Jews to the Holy Land with lots of difficulty. The years going through the desert to the Holy Land. But this Jesus is the ultimate leader. He's the new Moses. And he leads not like Lincoln for the slaves, or not just like Moses for the Jews, but Jesus leads all people to the new Holy Land, which we call heaven. That's why I always continue to say, what would Jesus do? What do you think the message of Jesus is? Because that leads us, I think, or at least leads me, in the right direction. How do you feel about what this Holy Family experienced? How do you feel about all the other refugees and all the other immigrants? What they experience and how we should treat them or deal with these situations? I don't have the answers, but I do know that compassion, humility, proper laws, and leading people to doing the best or being the best that they can is the message of this Messiah. Let's face it, folks. In a sense, we're all refugees. We're all immigrants until we wind up being with this Jesus in that new Jerusalem, that new Holy Land, that thing, that place, that whatever that we call heaven. Can't go wrong listening to Jesus. What do you think? What do you think we should do? What do you think they experience? Have a good day.